Hello, good afternoon, good morning to all of you. Now we are going to start the second set of the trigonometrical application. So in the last class, we have done some of the problems. Now we will take the basic thing. Jo I will try to be in both conversating in English and Hindi so that it is quite audible and acceptable to most of you. तो पहले तो हम कुछ गाइडलाइंस देख लेते हैं। सारी ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के कुछ फॉर्मूले होते हैं और कुछ वैल्यूज़ होती हैं जिनके वैल्यूज़ निकलती हैं, जैसे साइन थीटा कॉस थीटा इस तरीके से होता है। साइन 30 45 90 60 इनकी वैल्यूज़ हमें पता होती हैं। पहली चीज़ तो ये है। दूसरी बात आती है कि हमें एप्लीकेशन पार्ट में फिगर बनाना आना चाहिए अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्वेश्चन, और उसको देखें। पिछले पे हमने प्रैक्टिस किया था, अब हम आगे बढ़ते। लेट अस सी दिस इज रिवीजन। तो पहला क्वेश्चन है कि a tower stand vertically on the ground from the point on the ground which is 25 meter away from the foot of the tower. Then they see this is a tower which is standing on the ground, means it is 90 degree with the ground, and at any point P the angle of elevation is 45 degree. See, this is the 45 degree, and 20, the point P is this from base. You can see this is AB. The B is at a distance of 25 meter. So it is very easy. We can use that 1045 is equal to, suppose the height of the tower is h, h upon 25, and since we know the value of 1045 is 1, so we will write it 1, then cross multiplying we will get that h is equal to 45 meter. So it is a very easy question. So it was a bare revision. Now the angular depression of a car standing from the ground from the top is 75-meter, height tower is 30 degree. Means what is happening is that this is the ground, there is a tower which is 75-meter high, and we have a car here, and from the height of tower, the angle of depression means that, this is the point where you have to draw horizontal. This is the horizontal line, and you should know the horizontal and the ground, they are parallel, and the angle of depression is this, how, and this angle is 30 degree. So we know that these two are the parallel lines, so the alternate angles are equal. This is 30 degree. And now what is the distance of the car? You have to find this x, distance from this point. So again we will use this same formula, 10 40 30. 10 30 is equal to 75 upon x, and we know that the value of 10 45 30 is 1 by root 3, and from here we will cross multiply, we will get x is equal to 75 under root 3. Well, you can also use the value of under root 3 is root 3 is equal to 1.732. Wherever required we can use this value. Now, the aeroplane is flying at a height of 300 meter above the ground. Flying at the height, the angle of depression from the aeroplane of the 2 points on the both on the banks of the river in opposite direction is 45 degree and 60 degrees respectively. Find the width of the river. So, first of all, we have to understand there is a river. So, this, we don't have to draw this river like this, a three-dimensional picture, and then we will find a. So, it becomes very difficult for us to observe these things. So, instead of drawing this, we will take that this is a river. I am drawing a cross section. The river is like this. This is a one end of the river, and this is another. And there is aeroplane flying here. This is aeroplane. From here, he is observing the 2 points. The aeroplane 300 meter above the ground. At the height, the angle of depression of the 2 points are 45 degree and 60 degree. So since here he is looking down, this will be 45 degree, and this is going to be a 60 degree. And this height is 300 meter. So if we this see these two lines, these are parallels. So these are alternate angles. Then this will be equal to 45, and this is equal to 60 degree. Now if we draw a diagram, the diagram looks like this. This is 45 degree, this 60 degree, This is 300 meter. The width of the river. What do we have to find out the width of the river? The width of the river is, this is the width of the river, this x. So we have to find this x. So first of all, we'll write the names of the points A, B, C, D. So what we have to find is CD, which is equal to x. So nothing, there is no problem. We will take the first triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. And here we will use that since x, and we have to use another variable, that is y. So that this BC is equal to y. And here we will have 1060 is equal to 300 by y. And we know that 1060 is equal to root 3. Therefore, y is equal to 300 by root 3. If we multiply with root 3, we will find that this will become 3, that is equal to 100 root 3. So first thing we get is y is equal to 100 root 3 first. Now we will take the bigger triangle, the triangle ABD. Triangle ABD. Here we have 1045. 1045 is equal to 300 perpendicular upon base will be x plus y. And you know that it is 1045 is equal to 1, and we get that x plus y is equal to 300. Now putting the value of y, x is equal to 300 minus 100 root 3. So here it is better to put the values of root 3. Root 3 is equal to 1.732. Then it will be 300 minus 100 into 1.73, 173.2. And now you will solve, then x is equal to 0.28 point, and here 9 बचे, 9 में से 3 गया 6, 9 में 7 गया 2, और 3 का 1, 2 में से 1 गया 1. This is the answer, 126.8. This is our answer. So first of all thing, you should know how to draw the figures, and once the figure is drawn, we can think of solving the question. The question solving is very easy. From a point on the ground 40 meter away from the foot of a tower, the angle of elevation of top of a tower is 30 and 60 degree. Elevation of top. So what is happening is that this is the tower and this is a water tank on the tower. So there is a point P on the ground. It is 40 meter away. Elevation of top of a tower and elevation of top of the tank. Top of the tank is 45 degree and the elevation is 30 degree. See here, what we have to find the value of the height of the tower and the depth of the tank. See, you have to find this depth of tank x and y separately. So we have taken P, A, this is B, and this is C. So in the triangle ABC, which is having 30 degree, ABC, again we will use 1030 y by perpendicular by base, y by 40 is equal to, we know the value is 1 by root 3. Therefore, y is equal to 40 upon root 3. This is equation 1. And in the triangle, bigger triangle, triangle ACP, this upper one was triangle PBC. It was not ABC, it was PBC. ACP, we have 1045 is equal to perpendicular x plus y upon 40 is equal to 40 by 1. Therefore, we get x plus y is equal to 40. Now, we know that we have to find x, y is equal to 40 upon root 3. So, x is equal to 40 minus 40 by root 3. So, what we will do, we'll take 40 common, it is 1 minus 1 by root 3. Taking LCM, 40 तो बाहर आएगा ब्रैकेट से, LCM रूट 3 है, तो हो जाएगा रूट 3 minus 1 upon 40. So it is equal to 40 by root 3 into the value of 1 root 3 is 1.732. It is equal to 0.732. Now you solve this and get the answer. So basic mathematics we will do in separately. I will show how to solve this square root values. Now, from the top of a 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of top of tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of the foot is 30 degree. Find the height of the. So there is something. There are two towers. One is bigger and one is smaller. So how to know which tower I am talking about? There is AB and PQ. So the question is saying that there is a. If we see this point, 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of a tower. See, if we see this from this point, we will find that there is a horizontal and you have got angle of elevation and angle of depression. But if you take this, if you see the top of the tower, it is again depression, and if you see the base, both the points are at below, so there cannot be any elevation. So the building is from where we have person is standing is this building, because here you will get the angle of elevation also, and here you will get the angle of depression also. We measure with the horizontal, and the angle of elevation is 60 degree and the angle of depression is 30 degree. And this tower is 7-meter high. Find the height of the other tower. Means we have to find this. Suppose this is x, this distance is x, and you know that since this distance is 30 degree, then this is log against 7 because the height of tower. So what we find x? If we find the x, then we can find the height of the tower. So x can be got from the triangle AQAPR. We will find that tan 60 degree is equal to PR upon AR. And we know that PR is equal to X upon AR. And we don't know the value of AR. So here the problem is that, so what we will do that, first of all, we find the value of AR. In the other triangle, ARQ, triangle ARQ, the bottom one, tan 30 is equal to 7 upon AR. And we know the value of tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. Therefore, AR is equal to 7 root 3. So we will put this value here in AR of here to in this. So it will x upon 7 root 3. And you know that the value of tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 upon 1. Cross multiply, we get x is equal to 7 root 3 into root 3. So is equal to 7 into 3 is equal to 21. So answer is 21. What x is equal to 21. But the height of tower is x plus 7. Height of tower is x plus 7. Height h is equal to x plus 7 is equal to 21 plus 7 is equal to 28 meter. This is the height of the tower. So I think it would be quite understandable. So there's a problem with writing on the using this notepad. So bear with me. I try to explain. Something gets overlapped. The angle of elevation of airplane from the points on the ground are 60 degree. After a flight of 30 seconds, the angle of elevation is 30 degree. If the aeroplane is flying a constant height of 3000, we will take it in meter, find the speed of the aeroplane. So there are two things. There is a speed. The speed is equal to distance upon time. So let us see what is happening. This is a place where aeroplane is flying. So a person is observing on the ground. First it was 30 degree and later it was, sorry, first it was 60 degree and then it became 30 degree angle of elevation. And the height is constant, that is 300 meter. So here again it will be 300 meter. So we can say this point A, B, C, D, E. So we have found two triangles. What do we find? We have to find the distance AB. This AB. If it is X, then DE will again be X. So we have to find this X. Let's take the value CD is equal to Y. So in the triangle ADC, ADC, tan 60 is equal to mm, perpendicular upon base 300 upon y, and we know that 3 y is equal tan 60 root 3. From here we'll solve, we'll get y is equal to 300 upon root 3. We will multiply by root 3 up and down, that is multiplying it just like multiplying by 1. It will become 300 root 3 upon 3. Thus y is equal to 100 root 3. This is the value 1. 3 1 ja 300 ja, so it becomes 100 root 3. Now in the other triangles, CAE, triangle CAE, we get tan 30 is equal to 300 upon x plus y, and tan 30 is equal to 1 upon root 3. Thus we get, cross multiplying will get x plus y is equal to 300 root 3. Therefore x is equal to 300 root 3 minus y, and we know the value of y is 100 root 3. So it becomes 200 root 3. And the value of 200 root 3 is equal to 200 into 1.732. Let us remove this 2, then it becomes 3 to the 6, 2 7 14, 4, carry 1, 2 and 2 and 3, 346.00. So 346 meter. So now this is our trigonometry has been solved here. Now we have to go over this. So distance traveled is equal to 346 meter and the time was 30 second. So speed is equal to distance upon time is equal to 346 upon 30. So we will divide it, we'll get 3 1 ja 3, 3 1 ja 3, 3 5 ja 15, 1, 3 3 ja 9. It is like this upon 10. So it is 11.5 meter per second. So this is the answer. There are two parts. One was the trigonometry and other was simple arithmetic of finding the speed and distance. From the tower top, the angle of depression of two objects on either side of the tower are found to be alpha and beta. If the distance between the tower is d, so the height of the tower is given by h. So they have to be, there are four variables, and you have to somehow get a relation between them. Yes, you don't have to find the answer, but you have to get a relation. Let us draw. There is a tower. See, first of all, this is a there are two buildings, 2 points, and this is a tower. It says that from the top tower, the angle of depression of the two species alpha and beta. Alpha is less than beta. Like take it beta and take it this alpha. There is no problem. You can take any. If the distance between them is d, so you this is the distance d which is given. Let us take now. You have to find somehow correlate this. Let us take this height h. So we will try to get the distance h. So we know that this line and this line are parallel. Therefore, this will be alpha and this will be beta because alternate angle. These two parallel lines and this transversal. So beta. So we have got this triangle A, B, C, and E. So we will see this. In triangle, we will find D, we know that D is equal to BE plus EC. And we will find this value, the value of BE and EC, and put it here. So in the first triangle, triangle ABE, tan beta is equal to H upon BE. Therefore, H is equal to BE upon tan beta. Sorry, we have to find out BE. BE is equal to H upon tan beta. Similarly, in triangle AEC, I am talking about this triangle. We have tan alpha is equal to H upon EC. From here we will get EC is equal to H upon tan alpha. And from the equation 1 we know that D is equal to BE plus EC. BE plus EC. So I put the value of H upon tan alpha plus H upon tan beta. Now whenever you have to solve this type, you have to find LCM tan alpha, tan beta. So here it will be tan alpha is there, so it will tan H tan beta and plus H tan alpha. And here what is this? D. D is equal to this. So I can take as this on the next page. I will copy this. D is equal to H tan alpha plus H tan beta upon tan alpha plus tan beta. Therefore, and you will take H common, H into tan alpha plus tan beta and नीचे क्या है अपॉन एलसीएम लेते ना मल्टीप्लिकेशन था tan alpha into tan beta and it is equal to D. We will do the cross multiplication. Therefore, we have H tan alpha plus tan beta is equal to D tan alpha tan beta. Therefore, H is equal to height of the tower is equal to D tan alpha tan beta upon tan alpha plus tan beta. So that was something people get uh, basically feel difficulty in finding the LCM. There's nothing, you treat it as a one value and find the LCM. So we have done this. it has taken into H is equal to D tan alpha tan beta. I have to see this whether the answer is correct or not. I think this answer is a problem in the answer. The answer I have found out is correct. There are two poles, one on either side of the bank of a river just opposite to each other. One pole is 60-meter high. From the top of this pole, the angle of depression of the top and foot of the other poles are 30 and 60 degree respectively. Find the width of the river and the height of the pole. See, one thing is clear that we are seeing only the depression of the top and bottom. It means that other pole which we are going to find is shorter than the first pole. So there are two poles. This is our pole, which is 60-meter high, and the other pole, which is shorter. The angle of depression of the top and angle of depression of the bottom. Angle of depression of the top is 30 degree, and this is 60 degree. So if we see that, we have told you that these are the alternate angles. This will be 30 degree and this will be 60 degree. Find the width of the river and the height of the pole. So width of the river is this x, and the height of the pole is this, it is y. So this is equal to y up to here, and this distance will be 60 minus y. So there are two triangles. We have to somehow get the values of x and y. Let us take the first triangle in which we have got 30 degree. We will find that tan 30 is equal to 60 minus y upon x, and it is equal to 1 upon root 3. So therefore, we have x is equal to root 3 into 60 minus y. This is equation number 1. Now in tan 60, the bigger triangle is equal to perpendicular upon base is equal to 60 upon base x, and you know that it is equal to tan 60 is equal to root 3. From here we will get that x is equal to 60 upon root 3. Multiplying by root 3, what we get is that is equal to, this will become 3, and it will become 20 root 3. So x is equal to 20 root 3. This is the distance, first thing. Now we have to find out, put the value of x in equation 1. 20 root 3 is equal to, x is equal to root 3 into 60 minus y. Now root 3 cancel. We'll get y is equal to 20 is equal to 60 minus y. Taking other side, y is equal to 60 minus 20 is equal to 40. So 40 is the height of the tower and 20 root 3 is the width of the river. From the top of building 100-meter high, the angles of depression of the top and bottom of the tower are 45 and 60 respectively. Find the height of tower. Also find distance between the foot of the building and the tower. I think the question is getting repeated. Acha, there's a, instead of the tower, it has been a building. So the question is same. I will draw the figure. The value is that from the top of building 100-meter high, there is a big building 100-meter high. There is another tower here. There was a pole like this. So the angle of depression, the question, you see the figure is same, are 45 and 60. This is 45 and this angle is 60. Since we know that these two lines are this line and this line are parallel, then this becomes 60 degree and this becomes 45 degree. First thing, which is quite clear. Find the height of the tower. That's the way you have got this. Suppose this is x and the distance between the bottom and the tower. Let us take y. So we have to find x and y.